Hi, this is TJ with Piano Clubhouse, and today I'm going to show you how to play We Need You Lord by Jonathan Butler. Really easy song to play. Starts in the key of B flat. The B flat scale is, it's in the key of A. It's going to move up to the key of B flat and as it modulates up, but it starts in the key of A, A scale is A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, and A. Alright, so the introduction of the song is actually almost identical to the verse, where they're pretty much playing the verse all the way through one time, just as an introduction, and then when the choir comes in or when the singer comes in, he's singing the verse again. So you're pretty much going to play that. Then there's one little slight difference that I'm going to do different between the intro and the verse, and I'll point that out, but for the most part they're the same thing. And then the whole song is really this exact same pattern. We do it in the key of A, we'll do it in the key of B flat, and we'll do it in the key of B. And the song will end in the key of B, but again, doing the exact same verse in every section. So let's get started. So, beginning. There it is, sorry. We need you now. Then it goes into the verse. Okay, so let's break that down. So let's learn some basic patterns and basic chords that we're going to use throughout the entire song. And I'm really just going to teach you these chords and then give you the name of them. So as I progress through the song, I don't have to keep showing you exact same A chord throughout the entire song. I'm going to tell you this is the A chord, or what we call the one chord, because it starts on the first note of the A scale. So for example, the A, and go ahead and write this down. The A chord, left hand is going to be A and E in the left hand. Right hand is going to be A, C sharp, and E. That's the triad. And I'm going to add that B as well. Okay, so this is going to be your A chord. So whenever you hear me say that we're going to play the A chord next, or we're going to play the one chord next, either of those two terms, this is what you're going to play. All right, so the song starts on the A chord. Second chord, left hand goes to the 3, or the third note of the scale, which is C sharp. Right hand, you're going to go to this B, E, and A. Okay, so first chord, and then the second chord, or third chord, left hand goes to the 4, which is a D. Right hand is just going to a D chord. So we're all on D right now. Left hand is D, right hand is A, D, F sharp. So D. Next, left hand moves to F sharp, right hand stays the same. Then we move up a note of the scale, left hand moves up to G sharp, right hand is B, E, G sharp. And then we end back up on the one chord. Okay, so let's put that all together. D, left hand. Do it twice. Okay. Let me also show you one different inversion we will probably do for that. We need you now, we need you now, right now. I showed you right hand plays this again and goes up. I'm going to change inversion. So we need you now, right now. Before we do the walk up, when the left hand goes to the F sharp, invert this chord down one. So we're just going to take this F sharp, drop it down to the bottom. So in the same 3 notes, just a different order. And we'll do that, okay? So F sharp, A, D, to G sharp, B, E, and then we're back to the 1 chord, okay? So let's play that all together just to make sure we got it down. We need you now. Invert the right hand. We need a second time. This is the introduction. Here's a change. So left hand is now going to G sharp. Right hand is just going to an E minor chord. G sharp, B. I'm sorry, this is an E major chord in the right. G sharp, B, E. Okay. It's just an E sharp, E chord, I'm sorry, over G sharp. So we need to, this is the second time through. Right now, then we're going to that chord I just showed you. Okay, next, left hand goes to the 6th, which is F sharp. F sharp and C sharp on the left. Right hand is G sharp. I'm playing that A with my thumb and E. It's kind of odd when you've got 2 fingers kind of crossed up under each other, but the way the shape of this chord is, it makes it easier to push it like that. Okay, so that's next chord. Next is a cool chord. Left hand goes to the C sharp, which is the 3rd note. Right hand is going to go to a B major chord. Cool sound there. You can even add that 6th if you, that 2nd if you want. That C sharp, but it's not necessary because the left hand's playing 2 of them down there, so you can kind of leave it open. Okay, so let's go back a couple of chords. Okay, next, right hand goes to the 1 chord. Remember, the 1 chord is the A major chord. You can add that 2nd note if you like. And left hand's going to the D, the 4th chord. Next, left hand goes up to G natural. Right hand stays the same. Left hand goes down a whole step to F natural. And then we're just going to take this E, drop it down a whole step to D. Okay, so let's go just that far from the 6. Here's the B chord over C sharp, 1 chord over D, G natural. Okay, and then finishing it off, we're going to do a 6, 2, 5, 1 progression. 6, 2, 5, and then 1. Okay, so the 6, right hand's doing the 1 chord over F sharp. Next, left hand goes to the 2, which is B. And right hand, you can just play 2 notes, A and D sharp. And then we go to the 5, which is E in the left, and go to that 4 chord, which is a D major chord in the right. A, D, F sharp. Right now. And then end on the 1 chord. Alright, so let's put that all together. This is again the introduction. Invert the right hand to walk up from F sharp. Down to the G sharp. There's the 6. Here comes the B over C sharp. 1 chord over 4. Keep the 1 chord. Left hand G, left hand F, and the right hand walk from E to D. Remember? And then 1 chord over 6. 2, 5 chord. I'm sorry, E with a D chord, and then end on the 1. Okay, so that's the introduction. The verse is exactly the same with the exception of 1 chord difference, and actually just 1 note difference. So this is, now we're in the verse. We need you now. The 2nd chord in the intro I showed you, we need you. I showed you that. When the verse starts, you're always going to now do one note difference. You can take this E and just raise that up to F natural. That's a pretty chord. That's a pretty augmented chord. And so from this point on in the song, we're going to do that augmented chord there the first time through. So we need you now. We need you augmented right now. Now the second time we do it normally. We need you now. We do an E instead of the augmented. Okay. And augmented really just means take the fifth and raise it up a half step. So that's what an augmented chord is, the fifth note of the A scale. And we're augmenting it, raising it up a half step. Now, as you're the musician, you can take the liberty to either augment it or to keep it natural. It's up to you. You can either do that. You can do that. It's your choice. You're the one playing it, especially if you don't have any other organists or other musicians playing with you. Take the liberty and the freedom to do how you feel. But the recording, it does it natural in the introduction both times. And then once the verses start up, it augments it the first time, and then it does it natural the second time. Okay, so that's the entire song, really. Now we just need to show you in the different keys. So let's get ready to change keys. So let's finish up in the key of A, B over C sharp, six, 2, 5. Now we're going up to B flat.